What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So this morning we got some pretty dang good news, and today we're seeing some pretty good movement in volume when it comes to Lunic. Price-wise, not really, because the overall crypto market is sort of down, so it kind of follows that as well. Um, but we're definitely seeing some positive movement in the volume, and it all comes because of the approval of the 1.2% burn and staking, within all of these proposals that were passed, and this recent proposal that was passed that really gave that deadline of like 10 days for everything to really, for them to show promise or show progress in getting this thing implemented. So we're going to break down some stuff. We're going to go into how Terra Luna Classic is reacting. And hopefully we see this implemented a lot sooner rather than later. But before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to check out my Twitter or my Instagram or my TikTok, or any of my other channels on YouTube, feel free to check those out. I'm starting to dial it back a little bit and get a handle on things and try and upload things in a consistent schedule before I jump to the next thing. So I'm mainly focusing around this channel, the Let It Burn channel, and my golf channel. We will bring in the gaming channel and the reaction channel a little bit more, but I feel as though we need to get into a groove before we do that. But we're here to talk about, Lunic. We're here to talk about Terra Luna Classic and really around the proposals that we have seen, right? The proposals that have been passed, we've seen 4159, which really gave them that timeline for the staking and, the staking and 1.2%. And then you have the actual proposals within there where you have 4095 that talks about the staking and delegation. You're also talking about 3568, which is the 1.2% burn of all transactions. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically there will be a 1.2% burn of all transactions on chain, off chain, everywhere that you could possibly have it once exchanges implement it. And it would go to a total supply of 10 billion. So whenever it hits 10 billion, the mechanism will be disabled. And then, you'll rely on regular burns or just, pushing the price wherever you guys want it, because obviously 10 billion, we can see it hit $1, $2, $3, things like that. But obviously to get back to where it was of $40 or 80 or $100, you need to burn a little bit more of that supply to see a reasonable market cap. But let's be happy with the fact that this has been approved. So, the understanding that it has been approved, there was basically the code was submitted, or the code has been submitted for a while, but then you look at the code being reviewed, having some changes, implementing those changes, and then officially approving that code. Now, this is a really, really big deal, right? Because obviously being able to implement the 1.2%, no matter how you end up getting it done, TFL needed to really back it. So seeing Terraform Labs, back this and say that they approve of a 1.2% burn and just really go with the community shows that they care about, what we care about. We care about this position. We care about getting people their gains back. We understand that people have lost a lot. And even with Terra 2.0 that came on, it's not something that 100% gave back a lot of people's profits, right? You saw a person that had millions of dollars go to basically having thousands of dollars at that point. And that's sad. If you're holding so much and you're down to thousands or hundreds of dollars, I mean, that hurts. It really does, because it goes from you being insanely wealthy to being kind of poor or on the poorer side, right? At ground zero, at the bottom, right? And even if you look at things like Voyager, right? Voyager had a lot, or they at least put stock into a lot of places that were staking it with Lunic, or investing it in Lunic, and seeing Lunic drop so much brought Voyager under. So that's a big deal as well. So being able to capture a lot of people's profits back, or at least their initial investments back, is the best thing you could possibly do. And seeing this being implemented, it would be amazing for the entire community. Everything that we have done over these past couple of months, seeing this get to some of these levels would be insane. Now, with everything that has been said, right, I went over here, I saw a post from Lunic.bet talking about the 1.2% burn that has been added to the official Terra Classic repo. It means that TFL has merged the changes for Terra Rebels version 21 or V21 in their own repo and built their own V21 release that re-enables staking and contains the burn tax implementation. So no matter what, whether they create something themselves and it actually contains the burn tax and the staking, I feel like it's a win no matter what. It's literally the exact same coding that you see there. Obviously, with any changes, they just implement that code on the mainnet. So it's definitely something that we can all look forward to. And, you know, we gave them 10 days. They hit the 10 days to actually show progress, and we're here. So when we see this, we expect to see some sort of push. We expect to see something out of this because it's positivity throughout the whole day. Literally, the morning is when we got a lot of this news. 6 hours ago, you can see here, this tweet came out. And if we go to Terra Classic, we're not really seeing anything in the price. And people are asking why we're not seeing anything in the price. But that's not where we need to focus. Where we need to focus is this right here. Right? 174% increase in volume is a good thing. Even though we're not seeing positive movement, majority of the movement, we're probably seeing drop-offs of people that held for a while, or people that just wanted to sell at this moment, or institutions that want to drive things down, whatever, right? But you're still seeing a 174% increase in volume. Volume could be negative or positive, and it goes by dollars, not by the amount of people that are doing it. I'm sure there's more people that are positively investing into this. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. But I'm sure there's probably more people that are positively investing into this rather than negatively, you know, selling it, right? I'm sure there's more of a positive impact here, seeing 174% increase, $112 million. And again, if you guys didn't know my breakdown that I have here, if we implement something of $100 million of volume per month, right, per day, with the 1.2% for 30 days, that's 367 billion per month. So that means it'll take 18 months to play out, which would be 1.5 years to fully get to burn off the entire supply, or 99% of the supply, right? Now, when we do see this fully implemented and we see the burns that are coming through at a massive scale, well, now we start to look at, instead of 100 million, we start to look at 200 million. And it takes a year for that to play out. We look and see that increase to 300 million. Well, now it's taking 6 months for it to play out. Just imagine if we see $1 billion for 7 days, right? If we see $1 billion in volume for, just put 100 million. If we see $1 billion in volume for just 7 days, right? 7 days, that's going to be 857 billion that you end up burning off in 7 days. 7 days. Now, if you can somehow see $1 billion in volume for 30 days, right? You're going to see it play out in 2 months. 2 months that would end up playing out if you see $1 billion in volume, have the 1.2% burn, and the price is right here. Now, we understand the price will skyrocket, and if you see $1 billion in volume, you're going to see this price increase as well, and it's going to burn a zero, it's going to burn another zero, right? You're going to see that rise in price as the volume is going up. But eventually you're going to see it get to a level of 2 billion, right? You're going to see it start to rise in volume so much, but the price doesn't react as much, right? So the price is going to go up to a certain level. Volume will skyrocket to maybe 2-3 billion. And then you'll see it happen a lot sooner. This, people think it may take 2 years, 3 years to play out. I'm not thinking that at all, right? If we see a path forward, you're guaranteed to see a lot of people dive into this head first, right? Because for me, I guarantee that I would take a portion of maybe another investment and throw it into Lunic just to give me a little bit more room. Maybe I'll take a little bit of my Lunatics token. I have still some that I invested versus the amount that they gave me, so I can take some of that and put that into Lunic, as well as receiving Lunic every single day from lunatics. So I'm able to add more to my position so that I'm getting so much more in the end, just like you guys want to. And I'm sure other people will look to buy. They'll look to get 100 million. They'll look to get 200 million and make those moves as the price does increase. Because if we see a path forward, we see a path to 1 penny, we see a path to $1. I mean, it's just going to be so good. I mean, so great for everybody. Because again, I'm holding 35 million. If we see a path to $1, it can easily get to $1. I mean, $35 million, that's phenomenal. I'm pretty sure I would make a move before then, but just the thought of understanding that you would have $35 million if you held on to it, because the path is there. So we'll see how it all plays out. I can't wait for this to be implemented. It's not saying that it will be implemented right now and that the burn will start happening right now. There's a chance that this could happen sooner, but I'm still set on seeing this implemented before September, right? So if it does happen before the end of the month, that would be great. But I'm still looking for the end of September, for it to happen before the end of September, and then obviously seeing a large push. But we're seeing the reaction in the volume. Not too much, but we're seeing a reaction in the volume. And I would imagine once we get more clarification on everything, we're going to see a bigger reaction. We're going to see 200 million and 300 million and 500 million. And it's going to get back to where it should be. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Let me know what you think about this, about everything that's here. We still need a lot more information, but we'll get there. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.